Welcome back. Welcome back. It's your boy here, Ravens Online, with another video giving you my thoughts and opinions on the Baltimore Ravens. Now, I just want to say, all that glitters ain't gold. So, sitting around, pretty much looking for something to watch, especially with the NBA Finals being done early and all. And I'm watching my Ravens content like I always do, going through other content creators, seeing what they talking about, what they got going on, just trying to entertain myself. And I come across a video and a discussion was being had about Lamar Jackson and Greg Roman. Now, it was stated that, we got to be crazy to want Greg Roman fired because we were the number one offense in the NFL in 2019. First in scoring, Lamar's MVP season, a lot of great things happened. I think the problem is a lot of people like to dismiss or take away that maybe most of it had a lot to do with Lamar. I mean, it could have been a cooperation of both. Could have been one more than the other. Who's to really say? But we were number one nonetheless. And someone posed a question or made a statement about Greg Roman being gone and getting another offensive coordinator. Now, this really set him off. I mean, there was a visceral reaction, and you could see the anger flowing through them. Like, are you crazy? This man was number one in the offense. Like, you can't get any better. And that's true. You can't get any better, but you can want better. Now, I personally, like I said, I don't want Greg Roman fired because they're going to bring in another clone. But it had me thinking of some other scenarios. Like I take it to my brother, shout out Vico. He always likes to say, everybody wants heaven, but nobody wants dead. And everybody wants to reap the fruits, but they don't always want to necessarily do the things that get them there or get them their just desserts, so to speak. So I'm watching the NBA Finals. My Golden State Warriors won. Shout out, called it early in the year. And I just started thinking about a few years ago. And it had me thinking of a correlation between Golden State, so to speak, and the Baltimore Ravens. And what happened was in 2011, 2012, Mark Jackson was hired as the coach of the Warriors. And he led them to a 23 and 43 record. I believe that they were 12th in offense and 28th in defense, which is pretty good on offense. Like, it's pretty good, but the defense is horrible. Second season, he got them to 47 and 35. Took them to the playoffs. They were 7th in offense, 19th in defense, and they lost in 6 games to San Antonio Spurs. But I mean, what can you expect? They were the San Antonio Spurs, 2013. You know, Spurs. It happened. Second round. You know, they got progressively better. Now, in 2013, 2014, they went 51 and 31. They were 10th in offense, 10th in defense, and they lost in the first round. 7 game series, they lost to the Clippers. But from the time that Mark Jackson got there in 3 years, they went from a bottom rung team to consistent playoff berths. I mean, 2 years. You know, who knows what could have been done. Now, with all that success, the organization said, you know what? You've gotten us a lot better, but we need to make a change. We need something that's going to get us over this hump because we're not getting to the promised land. Now we're better. We're getting to the show. You know, we can make a run. We've improved in all facets of the game, but you just don't have enough that's going to get us to championship status. So the next year, what do? Fire him, bring in Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr goes 67 and 15. They're first in offense, 15th in defense, and they win the NBA championship. Now, that's not to say if we fire Greg Roman, that's what's going to happen. But for all those people that say, hey, why would we get rid of him? Because apparently we're having some success. Like, we're doing some things, being hurt, this, and the third. But a lot of people still seem to forget we have Lamar Jackson. And I'm not saying Greg Roman's this horrible offensive coordinator, but if we look at throughout his history, he's had mobile quarterbacks that have run his system. And once Lamar got hurt and was out, it didn't run as well. San Francisco, with Shanahan, it doesn't matter who they bring in. It doesn't matter. Like, they can get the guy from Costco bagging groceries, and he can give them a 150-yard game, 3 touchdowns. That's coaching. Greg Roman, he has been a beneficiary of some talented teams and some athletic quarterbacks. But once again, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying he's not getting us to where we need to go. And if you want to take it to football terms, we can look at Tony Dungy. Now, Tony Dungy took over Tampa Bay in 1996, and they were horrible under Sam White. Horrible. But what he did was he got them back to respectability. He took them to the playoffs constantly with Trent Dilfer and Sean King as quarterback. Like, that's a feat in itself. Now, as good as he's made those Tampa Bay teams, he wasn't getting it done. Like, certain people can only take a team but so far. So they replaced him. They brought your boy Gruden in. He took him to a Super Bowl and won. So this is just something to think about, saying, listen, there are other coaches out there. I mean, we let Wink go. We found Mike McDonald. Thank God there was another coach somewhere in the wings, because we act like if we get rid of somebody that nobody on earth can replace him. And that's just not the case. This is just some food for thought, saying, listen, as good as we are statistically in certain aspects, it's not bringing total team success. Yes, we make the playoffs. We have winning records since Lamar's been here. And there is a direct correlation between our offensive prominence and Lamar. But everyone wants to say, hey, it's Greg. It's Greg. His system is for Lamar. No, Lamar didn't run the system in college, and he did pretty good there as well. So, I mean, let's just think about it. There can be changes made, and we can get better. Now, on the flip side, things can go wrong. We can get worse. But are we going to stay the course of year after year, first round playoff exits, first game playoff exits, offensive futility? Like, Lamar only has so many years left in him. And especially in this Greg Roman offense, with them running him so much, who knows how much time he has left. And we want to utilize and keep this man as healthy as possible. Run him less. He cannot go further seasons being our leading rusher. Like, it just can't happen. So this is just something for y'all to think about. I mean, let me know what you think in the comments. You know, good, bad, indifferent, it doesn't matter. If you're liking the videos, don't be shy. Hit that button, subscribe, like, comment. Help support this channel. And if you already are, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're not, hey, what's it gonna hurt? I'm close to 800 subscribers, and I appreciate each and every one of you, and I thank you.